Correct. So, but the model that you sell them at, because I heard you knocked down over, I think it was 11 grand today in my backyard.
9,900.
9,900 today over the phone, credit card swipes, local business owners, the same type of people we're selling to.
Right? Look at the most successful infomercial of all time, and you'll find demand generation. Right? They're actually creating the demand. They're generating demand rather than fulfilling on demand. So, for example, the rotisserie chicken by Ron Popeil. Right?
Yep.
That whole pitch is about showing them that they have the problem, and then showing that they have the solution. Right? They're agitating the problem, and they're saying, here's the solution. And that would be, again, demand generation. So I'm in, which is different to women, demand generation niches primarily, where I'm creating Facebook ads, Facebook copy, calling out whatever problem they have, agitating it, showing them the solution, and then selling those type of leads. And because again, exactly, Matt, it's interruption, disruptive marketing. So that's the type of marketing that I'm doing. And because of that, I'm able to generate a lot of leads, right? Because I'm tapping into blue oceans, creating demand for the local business, and then sending that lead over to the local business rather than going. And I still do a bit of demand fulfillment. Some of the niches that I'm in, there are people searching for it, right? But those are the most expensive, competitive leads. They're also the best leads,
right?
Because they're further along in the buying cycle rather than, Facebook. They might not even know the solution exists, right?
Correct. So, but the model that you sell them at, because I heard you knocked down over, I think it was 11 grand today in my backyard.
9,900.
9,900 today over the phone, credit card swipes, local business owners, the same type of people we're selling to. You sent your 8,000 cold emails out. You booked your calendar with people saying, "Hey, I'm interested in a solution to what you're providing in this industry." You get on the phone with them. You have this conversation. You make them an offer of, "Hey, my packages are 100% or 100 guaranteed leads."
Yeah.
So you guarantee that you're going to get them at least 100.
Yeah. So you heard one of the calls.
Yeah.
Today. So the ones I sold today, I sold 100 leads for $4,900, 50 leads for $2,500, and then 100 leads for $3,000. Those were the three deals that were down today. But exactly what you were talking about. I promised a guaranteed amount of leads, right, which is unique for these industries that I'm going into, right? Most people are saying, "Hey, I'll do your SEO, I'll do your Google AdWords, with no guarantee at all." So my pitch is that, hey, I guarantee my performance 100%, right? And I'm generating demand in those industries, right? Both work.
Right.
It's a different angle that I'm taking.
But I think it's important for people to understand, like, when you're doing this cold, they don't know you from Adam, and you literally are taking a card for $5,000 for exactly what everyone in this group knows how to do. We just do it through a different mechanism.
Well, it can work the exact same way. So my process is very simple. It's cold emailing out, right? They're raising their
Unbelievable.
They're raising their hand saying, "Yes, I'm interested in that result," right? That's the key to the cold emails. Like, I have this result, it's different, it's guaranteed. They're raising their hands saying they're interested, they're booking into my calendar. And then I'm doing a two-step sales process, I guess, because you heard 3 actually second calls today. I did 1 first call today.
Right.
But you were still sleeping. So basically, I do a first call, which is basically a 15-minute audit call. On that phone call, I kind of meet the business owner, see if they're a good fit, and I say, "Hey, listen, if it sounds like we're a good fit, what we'll do is we'll schedule a more in-depth call, right? I'm going to take 10, 15 minutes of your time. If I don't think it's a good fit, I'll tell you that politely. If I do, what we'll do is we'll schedule a more in-depth conversation."
Right.
So in the next 15 minutes, I just want to find out more about you, your business, what you got going on, and then we can take it from there. Does that sound fair, right? After that, what we do is we have a quick call, and I'm really just saying, are they a fit for the service? Is this someone that I want to work with, right? If it is, what we do is I schedule another call for the next day, right? I think when it's so cold the way, when you're outreach via cold email, I think you can do it. 1 call close. I think the two-part phone call just works better.
Yep.
Because what I do between that second call is I then send them basic materials. I send them proof and all that. So by the time they're coming to that second call, they're like, wow, this guy's the real deal. I'm like, here's 15 leads I generated for a practice in Miami. Here's 25 leads I generated for a practice in Fort Lauderdale. I'm based off what I've seen, I'm guessing we can do the same for you. Like, I'm really excited. They're seeing all these results. So by the time they come on that second phone call, it's pretty much they now know me.
Right.
And then on that second phone call, it's about a 30-minute phone call, and I'm doing that straight to a credit card for, the lowest is, I'll take $1,000 deal every now and then, but for the most part, I'm going for $2,500 to $4,900.
Right.
Credit card swipe right on the phone.
And is it month to month? How does it work?
Yeah. So what I do is I do some of the deals, depending on the industry. Some of them are 3-month contracts, and then month to month after that, and then some are just month to month. It just depends on what the industry's kind of used to, right? If it's been an industry that's been burnt by a lot of marketers selling junk Facebook leads to them or something like that, then I'll just say, hey, like, listen, let me prove to you that I'm the real deal, that I can deliver on this service. What we'll do is, really it's a 90-day commitment,
Right.
but to reverse the risk, we'll do it month to month. Where if you're unhappy at any time, just let me know 7 days before the next billing cycle, and we'll cancel. We'll rip up the agreement.